Last week, I asked the two leading AI models in the world, Grok and ChatGPT, both to predict the upcoming Premier League games. Now the games have all been played and the results are in, so in this video, we're going to see which one was most accurate and reliable. Just very briefly before we get into the video, on the channel this week we have the results and the ongoing stats for not only the Premier League but the Bundesliga, Serie A and La Liga. We're also going to be doing videos for the Champions League and the Europa League. In addition to that, some new stuff. We've got fantasy teams. Grok and ChatGPT picked their fantasy team last week and the scores are in for those. And then at the end of the week, we're going to be doing a prediction for the big UFC fight coming up, which is Aspinall versus Gane, the heavyweight title. So plenty of content coming up in the future, and I really hope you'll join me for that and hit that subscribe button. But anyway, let's get into the scoring system. So super quick, the models will get 0 points if they get the result wrong, 1 point if they get the result right but not the score, and 3 points if they get the result and the score exactly right. So let's kick off with Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea, Ange Postecoglou's final chapter in what was a very short book there at Nottingham Forest. Grok predicted a 2-1 Chelsea win, ChatGPT predicted a 3-1 Chelsea win, and that ended up as a 3-0 Chelsea win. So both models there picking up 1 point each for the correct result, but not score. Then we have Brighton versus Newcastle. Grok predicted a 1-1 draw, ChatGPT predicted a 2-2 draw, and that ended up as a 2-1 Brighton win. So both models getting that wrong and scoring 0 points. Next, we have Burnley versus Leeds, and both models agreed on this one and predicted a 2-1 Leeds win, both wrong, as that ended up as a 2-0 Burnley win. So both models again scoring 0 points each. Moving on, we have Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth, and Grok predicted a 2-1 Crystal Palace win, ChatGPT predicted a 1-1 draw, and that ended up as a 3-3 draw. So ChatGPT getting a point there. I mean, it was very close to being 4-3. If you've seen that Jean-Philippe Mateta miss for the winner, he could have scored 4. It's one of the worst misses I've ever seen, a real bad one. So a little bit unlucky there. But anyway, yeah, so ChatGPT getting a point there for the right result. Bit lucky, and Grok missing out and getting 0. Next is Man City versus Everton, and again both models were in alignment here and predicted a 3-0 Man City win, and that ended up as a 2-0 Man City win. So both models getting a point there, not quite managing to get the score right. Then we have Sunderland versus Wolves, and once more both models predicted the same, which was a 1-1 draw, both wrong, as that ended up as a 2-0 Sunderland win. So both models getting 0 points for that one. Next up, we've got Arsenal versus Fulham, and again, both models predicted the same, and that was a 2-0 Arsenal win, both just off again by a goal, because that was a 1-0 Arsenal win. So yet again, both models getting just 1 point, not quite managing to get the score right. Moving on, we've got Tottenham versus Aston Villa, and again, both models, okay, this is the last time in the video this happens, agreed, and both called that a Tottenham 2-1 win. And they got it the wrong way round because that was a 2-1 Aston Villa win. So both models copying each other again and getting 0 points. And on to the penultimate game, which was the big game between Liverpool and Man United. Grok predicted a 2-1 Liverpool win. ChatGPT predicted a 2-2 draw. And both were wrong, as Man United surprised Liverpool there by beating them 2-1 with a clinical Harry Maguire header, of course. So both models there getting that wrong and getting 0 points once more. And finally, the last game, which was between Brentford and West Ham. Grok predicted a 1-1 draw. ChatGPT predicted a 2-1 West Ham win. Both wrong again, as that ended up as a 2-0 Brentford win. So again, both models scoring 0 points. Wow, poor performances. So there are the full set of results and the scores are in. Grok finished on a pathetic 3 points and ChatGPT not much better on 4, and this time round is the winner. This is by far the worst the two models have ever performed. I'm pretty sure these are the 2 worst scores we've ever got, so a record set there. So yeah, on to the total scores. So Grok is now on 29 points and ChatGPT is on 31 points. So it's extended its lead by 1 and is now ahead by 2 points. is 31.29. It's still very neck and neck. There wasn't too much difference this time around. Both performed very poorly. But that can all change just within one predictions video. So neck and neck for the moment, but we'll see what happens in the future. And now on to the statistics. Okay, so we'll start off with Grok. So out of the 10 Premier League games, it predicted 3 results right, which is only a 30% accuracy there, and then 0 scores correct. Obviously, that's a 0% accuracy there for scores. 0 out of 10. Very, very poor there. On to ChatGPT. And ChatGPT is really not much better. So out of the 10 games, 4 results right, which is 40% accuracy. And then again, like Grok, got 0 scores right and 0%, of course. So yeah, I mean, only doing 10% better the accuracy than Grok. Both, I mean, really disappointing this time round. So yeah, so there are the stats, and let's see what that affects, how that affects the overall stats. So we'll have the side-by-side stats up here for Grok and ChatGPT overall, so the running totals. So out of 37 total games, both models have predicted 21 results right, which is a 56.8% accuracy rate, which is a bit lower than where we want, I think. And out of those 21 results, Grok has got 4 scores right, which is 10.8% accuracy, and ChatGPT has got 5 scores correct, which is a 13.5% accuracy. So as you can see there, it is absolutely neck and neck between the two. Apart from, I think ChatGPT's got, 1 more score right. So it's really, really close. So we'll have to keep doing predictions until a winner emerges. And that is basically the video. I'd just like to very quickly say, if you did watch up to this point, thank you so, so much. I really do appreciate that. And while you're here, if I could just ask you to subscribe to the channel and like the video, I'd be really grateful for that as well. But in any event, thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.